Hello wheel nuts and welcome to another video. Now in my first video you may remember that I went up to High Wycombe on a Chiltern Railways intercity train. Well, those trains have since been replaced with some newer ones, formed of Mark V coaches, and we're going to be trying those out today. And I did also mention that I'm a big fan of cars as well as trains, yet I haven't really done much car stuff if I'm honest. I mean, we've caught a retro Saab in Nottingham and that's pretty much it. But we'll be putting that to bed today if we get the time.
Shortly be arriving at Chiltern Railways. We will shortly be arriving at Seven Oaks. In the interest of your safety and security, CCTV is in operation on this service. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Make our approach to London Bridge. The train is due to personal function. If you like to set up suspicious, some horses for a start.
61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Okay, we are now at Charing Cross and we're now on the Bakerloo line platforms, awaiting our train to Marylebone.
For the Northern Line and National.
Well, here it is, the new Chiltern Railways Explorer. Powered by HVO. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if you know what it means, let me know in the comments below. So this should get us to High Wycombe in about half an hour. So we're going to go inside now and see how it compares to the older ones. Well, the seats are not as comfy as the older ones, although you'll be hard pushed to beat that, even in first class sometimes. But they're still very nice. And a much higher back as well, which is an advantage over the older ones. And they're also a lot easier to get into as well. I think the reason for that is that the older ones, the armrests weren't collapsible like that, so you couldn't put them up and down. And the tables were quite low, so it was quite difficult. But this is a lot easier and still fairly comfortable to boot. Another difference I've noticed is that sadly we've got no more curtains on the windows. But let's face it, that's certainly something for first class, isn't it? Well, that was an excellent journey. The brand new, what's it called, Explorer, sorry, has got us here pretty much bang on time. So that was a very nice journey. There are some ups and downs, but I'd say on average it's just as good as the previous trains. Well, at least we haven't come here during a torrential rainstorm this time around, so hopefully we'll be able to have a slightly better look around than last time. By the way, if you wish to learn more about High Wycombe, do be sure to check out my first video. Links in the description. Okay, so I've just been to that shop selling the toys over there, and they're selling a few model cars as well, and I have bought this beautiful Maybach GLS 600 for £25. think that's quite possibly one of my best buys. This is a nice little clock. Well, High Wycombe was certainly a rather nice place. Massive shopping centre as well. But now we're back at Marylebone, and it's time to go to the greatest mobile car show in England.
National Rail Services.
questions?
This is what I'm talking about. That's a decent start. Well, I came across an Aston Martin down here. I'm not sure if it's a DB11 or the DB12. I get my Astons mixed up if I'm honest, but it is great here. I'm getting drenched, but who cares? There are tons of stuff down this back road. If you look over there is a Rolls-Royce Wraith, and round here we have a fantastic trio of a Bentley Continental Flying Spur, a Lamborghini Urus, and I believe they're Maybach-ish. Got Maybach-ish wheels on it, but either way it's a very, very nice car. Here's the Bob Forster showroom. Usually some very nice cars in here. I mean, look at that, for example. How does it say? And that is a Brabus G-Wagon. Even got little models of their six-wheeler there. And just look at that SLR McLaren. That looks like something very special under there. This is already amazing, and it's not even the best day for it. Far from it, in fact. I'm getting drenched here. Oh dear. Big colour on that one. Wow. Look at that! Terrific stuff, and we're not even halfway down. There's another Aston Martin over there. Just rocked up outside the Dorchester here, and look at that, a Ferrari Roma convertible. I've actually not seen a convertible before, that's the first one. And I've seen quite a few of them in my trips here. There's a French imports Bentley Bentayga down there, right ahead of a Rolls-Royce Phantom. What a beautiful sight. spectacular. Wow. You do get a lot of G-Wagons on Park Lane, as I'm sure you've already noticed. Yeah, so this is my favourite place to come at Park Lane, literally right in the middle of absolutely everything. I'm just trying to take shelter, whatever shelter I can anyway, underneath this sizable sign. It's not bad. It's definitely not the best day to come down here. I probably won't stay here as long as I usually do, but hopefully we'll get a decent day in as soon as I can, but I've got a lot of stuff coming up, so I will just go with the flow. It's all I can do. There are so many G-Wagons today. Look! They are absolutely everywhere. I mean, it's certainly a very good car for this kind of weather. Wow! Right behind that G-Wagon. Didn't even notice it. That's a nice BMW. That's an M4, I think, yes. It's an English Wendy. I'll explain later. But just look at these two for now. An AMG GLA, and look at that Bentley. You do need to keep your wits about you when you're in a place like this, certainly on a nice day. I probably won't need to do so today. In fact, that French import Bentley has just rocked up again. There's literally stuff coming from everywhere. And now we have a German Wendy. Whoa! Look at that! That is a Brabus G63. Oh my goodness! Just look at that Spirit of Ecstasy. Oh my word, that is one of the most stunning Phantoms I've ever seen. How about that? Look at that beauty! And now look what's coming! I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit chaotic. I think I might call it a day soon, I'm not gonna lie. Because of the weather, there's not really much in the way of crazy supercar stuff around. We've got a few nice bits, but I think I'm gonna start making my way back now. Oh wow! Oh wow! Spectacular! I was actually doubting we would be getting any crazy supercars today, but that's just shoved those words right down my throat. What an absolute beauty. I believe it was an F12 or an 812. I'm not really sure. I do get my Ferraris mixed up on occasions. But wow, what an incredible noise. What on earth is that? I do not believe what I've just seen. That was a Lancia Fulvia. I'm actually speechless at that. I did not expect to see that at all. Whoa! Ho, ho. There's a few supercars around, fair play! There you go, that's about as much as I could really do. I mean, I'm in a right state right now. I'm sorry it couldn't be better for you, but I'll come back up here on a better day, I promise. Anyways, I'm gonna go and get something to eat.
The next train will arrive in 2 minutes. It will be a Central Line service calling at all stations to White.
And I'll see you at Charing Cross later on. Okay, so I'm now back at Charing Cross Station. Now I'm going to start making my way back to High Wycombe.
The next station is Waterloo East.
So much. It's a lot better if I do another different role. I can work my way up.
Well, here we are back at High Wycombe. Now, I should probably explain to you who this Wendy is. Wendy is my car, a 2007 Fiat Grande Punto. And I call her Wendy because of the first 2 letters on her number plate. And whenever I see a car with those 2 initials, I consider it a member of Wendy's family. Hence why I refer to the Vauxhall and the Mercedes as British and German cousins respectively. Well, another excellent adventure was had. The Chiltern Railways Explorers are super lovely. Nice and comfy and very spacious. Good trains all round. and Park Lane, while not being exactly what I'd hoped, was still very, very good. Hopefully we'll be able to go there on a better day sometime in the near future. I'm going to be going standard class with South Western Railways before comparing with the first class pretty soon, so stay tuned for that, and until then, have a good drive.